Oh, man, I say it every single time. Shout out to Escape the Paradigm for allowing us to use that song.
Absolutely. I thought we were going to start this episode off listening to that whole song at first.
Well, I'm not sure about that. Not sure where you got that from, but hey, you know, anything's possible in this world.
Well,
Actually, no, not anything, but most things are possible in this world. Anyway, this is the dumbest podcast on your desk. I am Andy McDouche.
And I'm Clayton Keg, and we have another guest in the studio today. Another wrestling colleague of mine, Mr. Jon Scrutch!
Thank you for having me, man. Very excited to be here, man. It's going to be fun. And, man,
Well, it fucking better be, otherwise you're not getting paid. No, you're not getting paid anyway, so here you go.
Yeah, we don't get paid.
No,
I mean, you know,
not yet anyway.
Yeah, not yet.
Well, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, I keep putting them on, you know, on Adult Friend Fighter, but you know, haven't gotten any responses.
I mean, I heard OnlyFans is hiring.
Oh, no shit. I hear they get paid well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn. I might have to jump on that wagon. For the studio.
For the studio and beyond.
Oh, man. Scrutch, man. Good to see you. It has been a minute since I have seen you, man.
Man, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know when the last time you had a show with us. So.
Well, that's because I got injured in Wisconsin doing Phoenix Pro, and I've been sidelined ever since.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I got some bad news from the doctor, and medically, I'm not cleared to wrestle.
That doesn't mean you can't be part of the wrestling company.
Oh, yeah, but
you
see,
can talk,
here's the problem with that, because, in fact, me and McDouche have talked about this several times.
And every time I say, dude, you're gonna want to take a bump, and that one bump is gonna fucking
turn into a whole ass match.
Yes.
Then that match is gonna be you wrestling all over again.
No, that one bump is gonna be the moment when he gets paralyzed from the waist down.
We got that itch. That's why.
Yeah, no, dude, it's so bad.
There's
too,
a cream
man.
for that, but you know.
But I mean, the door is always open. So I mean, you want the commentary, you want to manage.
But
It's
again,
always open.
That's always the problem, because I've thought about so many aspects. One was being manager, which I think I'd be a great heel manager. I really do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
how many times do I call you a piece of shit on this fucking podcast?
not just on the podcast.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, I would absolutely love to do anything involving wrestling, but I just know, dude, it's exactly like he says. I'll be like, yeah, put me through a table. It's one time. Fuck it. Then that honestly will turn into that, to being more involved during certain matches, taking more and more bumps. And before I know it, I'm in a match.
Yep.
And then that match is turning into a feud. And then after the feud, no, it's another feud. And I definitely stand a great chance of getting very hurt. And that's why I kind of, unfortunately, haven't pursued it, because I know myself.
Understood.
You know, it's funny because even earlier today, we were talking about hairline fractures and how he suffered a bunch of hairline fractures
on my shins. Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure I have one right now. Because at my job, I was working on this job that where I had to be on these metal stairs, and these metal stairs, I almost fell off of them stairs and fell off of the trailer. But a semi-trailer. But what saved me was the fact that my shin caught one of the safety bars inside that steps. But I realized today I rubbed my foot on it and just put a little bit of pressure on it, and it hurt like a bitch for like 15 minutes. And I've never had a hairline fracture before, but as soon as I felt that, it's like I can still stand on it, I can still walk and feel normal. But as soon as some pressure gets put on it, I'm fucked. It's like, dude, if somebody like walked past me and just fucking flicked their fucking middle finger at it, I'm fucking down for 15 minutes. Man. It was like, yeah, and with him, it's like, dude, that one bump can just be a straight up like, well, I'm paralyzed from the waist down now.
and going back to the whole chin, hairline fractures. It mostly came from me because I'm shorter, and a lot of the rings that I worked around were always little taller rings. So it's like,
let's not to mention fat.
I wasn't gonna say that, but he did.
Dude, the amount of times he's called.
I'll give you one.
Dude,
I'll give you one.
The amount
I'll
of times
give you these.
he's called Mad Dog Jack fat, sitting in the same spot where you're sitting.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No offense to Mad Dog Day, but his belly is hard.
No, it is. And dude, yes. Dude, I swear to God, no, he's not wrong. It's like running into a fucking wall, like right here, man.
Bruh,
Like, seriously.
we had like training, and it's like when we do these drills, and you gotta like do like a little like training, like to chain it, and I'm like, bro, I'm trying to go right around. I'm like, why does his belly feel like a brick?
Dude, there's like no jiggle when you run into that motherfucker. It's just.
I'm pretty sure he's like 8 months pregnant.
8 months, I think 8 years.
No offense, though. Shout out to Jay, man. For
Hey, Jay, fuck you.
You know what's kind of scary about that is now that you mention it, I'm feeling like that's like a shitload of impacted fecal matter or something. It's
Like
just
he's
as
just
hard as a
bound up.
rocket.
Hey, you better brace yourself for that splash.
Let me get into this, man. Let me get into this.
Oh, shit.
One of the main reasons I wanted you on is because, honestly, when I came to PRW, you were actually one of the guys I wanted to wrestle from day one. And, I mean, you know, seeing some of the practice matches that we did have initially during practices, you know, and I seen you working, and I'm like, oh, man, he would be so fucking fun to work with. You bring in the high energy. You know, you definitely have a knowledge of what you're doing. I feel like with the way my character was, I was definitely pretty decent with what I had going on in my mind.
Also, you had a character that was, you know, essentially a racist piece of shit. So
The Dark South.
There you go. That says it all. My team's name was absolutely the South.
Yes.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Because I also run the TikToks and the social media for PRW as well. And
Yeah.
remember we did the the intro for the
Yes.
Thursday Night Revolution.
Yep.
And y'all came out. You know, it was just like a behind the scenes. They got so many views just because of that.
Oh, yeah.
wow, really?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think over 20,000.
Yeah, it was
views.
like, I think, if I remember correctly, it was at least 27,000.
just off of that. Everyone else is in the hundreds, but they got 27,000 all because they came out with the graffiti flags and everything.
Yeah, we had
And
hockey masks that were just a Confederate flag. Yeah.
And just off of that, and I'm like, well, it works.
It does.
Hey,
Hatred works.
Yeah. Who knew being a piece of shit was would
In the wrestling world, it pays off every time. As long as you're good at it. And I feel like the South was good at it. You know?
Yeah, they still are today. I mean, look at Alabama.
You know,
Texas.
I'm not going to look at Alabama because I don't want somebody thinking I'm looking at their sister and they're going to get all pissed off at me.
Wow.
I don't know. It all depends on what part of Alabama. Because I used to stay in Mississippi for
I'm
a
just
couple
talking
years.
shit,
so
bro. That's what I do.
But Alabama, yeah.
Have you heard of Iuka, Mississippi?
I have not. That sounds like it's country.
That's what I thought. I worked at a place that moved part of their plant out there, and a lot of people went out there with it, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know about moving to a city where I might be one of 3 black guys that's literally going from this plant to down there.
They
It's
probably,
like,
they probably don't have any stores. They probably got one grocery store. That's it.
God.
It's probably a Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
Because that's what it was. They had a Piggly Wiggly, and I forgot the other one. It's like
I think it's like
the down
Kroger's.
south. It's like the down south Jewels.
Yeah, wouldn't that be? I think Kroger.
Probably. I don't
Yeah.
I
Wait,
don't
what
remember.
did you call it?
Kroger. Or is it Kroger? It is Kroger, isn't it? And guess what? I don't fucking care. Kroger.
Okay, well, that just happened.
Yes, sir.
Fucking know it. So yeah,
man.
I was sad no that the Scrutch Clayton Keg match never happened. Definitely wish it would have.
Never say never.
Well,
I'm not saying you have to take a bump. It's easy. I'll bump for you. And then end it with my VDM and then call it a day. That'd be your only bump of the day. And that's all you gotta do is just go to your knees and fall.
We might be able to work something out. All right.
You know what? We should do a podcast version of y'all match where it's like it's
Do like TikTok version.
No, it'd be funny but ridiculous. Like the 3 of us sitting here and just like commentating the match of what it would be like.
Ooh, I mean, there's no video, so we can make it sound like we're watching the video of a match that never happened.
Yeah, very much so.
Although now I think they're going to know because you just fucking told them.
No, you just did. Wait, what?
Yeah, because, dude.
No, I said what we should do. I never said we were gonna do it. But
Well, now we're not doing it.
Yeah.
What are you fucking nuts?
Oh no.
Look at
You fuck.
Scrutch's favorite sound already. Look
Oh
at
my
him.
god, his laugh is like
Okay.
No, I see
can't do
what
it.
you were
I don't-
doing. You should have
it's
done
like
it.
you want to hate it so bad, but it works so much.
It does. Yes, it does.
And then on top of that, you think back about the character that's coming from, and yeah.
I mean, I've seen Crazy Scott
Oh, yeah.
before he started wrestling. Like both of us met on social media, and we did this thing called EFED. So we created our own wrestling characters. Obviously, I was Jon Scrutch before I had the Jon. I was Jon, and
Right.
he was Crazy Scott. And then we had these other, imaginary wrestlers like Joe Card and Legendary, and it was fun. It's like, wow, like this is the closest you could get to wrestling. And now, I finally found like, okay, let me go ahead and start training. And I brought Scotty because I didn't know he was living near, like, very, very close to me. Like, dang, you right next to me. So
Hell yeah.
if you want to be involved with this wrestling stuff, why not? And here we are, going on, 7 years now?
Yeah. That's the thing, too. Like, and I even told him this. Like, he's another one that we always actually technically wanted a match against each other. This is back in the CWA days when you guys were still using the same arena.
Mm-hmm.
So we ran into each other quite often, and always said that we had the similar, like, wrestling style, the hardcore style, which we always wanted to have a fucking brutal hardcore match, and it never happened.
Yeah.
And
say
I
never.
worked. I know, obviously. But I mean, it's like
look
he's
at-
one that I really worked in locker rooms with, several times prior to being at PRW as well. So it's like, I actually had a rapport with him going in, and we still never had that match happen. And yeah.
And one thing that surprised me about Scotty is I didn't realize this because when I seen him for the first time, he was already smaller. I didn't realize he was a bigger dude early on when he started wrestling, and he ended up cutting weight.
Man,
and like I just looked at him like, dude, you used to be
Cocaine's
that
always
big.
up.
He was like, yeah, like, dude, you look good. Like, for real, like, man, I wouldn't have expected that's what you looked like at one point.
That's what happened when you like just wrestling and just,
Right.
just
It's-
wrestling,
you're
wrestling,
constantly
wrestling.
going,
I was
yeah.
the same way. I was like huge, and next thing you know, I lost a lot of weight, and now I'm down to like 215, 220. I was like 240 when I first came. So that's
There's that word again.
he came all right.
But no,
like listen to
Yeah,
listen to John Wayne Gacy episode 1.
Oh, it comes up a lot.
oh boy. I'm gonna have a lot of pause moments. I see. But no, when I came in, I was heavy. I was very heavy. I was still athletic. It was just like that was a different mode compared to playing basketball and training and practicing with that. And I loved it so much. It was like the first couple of days, I'm like, do I really want to do this or no?
No, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
man, that's honestly
a lot of cardio.
a lot
more
of cardio because
than-
there's a lot of physicality even in the training and practice, and that's well before any match.
yeah.
I mean, it's grueling, bro, and people don't realize it and want to talk shit about this sport. But there is a lot of physicality that goes with this. There's a lot of training. There's a lot of hard work.
Yeah,
A lot of blood,
Y'all-
sweat, and tears
y'all are
for real.
essentially MMA fighters, or I wouldn't go as far as Greco-Roman wrestlers because that's but it's like there is a lot of I mean, you still have to train, you still have to lift weights, you still have to practice, you still have to just keep doing it. Same thing with this podcast because we don't know exactly how far from now that this episode is going to drop. But from the episode that we recorded earlier today before you got here, that was what did I say? 30 something.
Yeah, it was about, I think
It was like
almost
36, 37 episodes, and we're already at 25 episodes released at the time we recording this. So it'd be one of the things where it's like, well, we knew from the first even 3 to 4 episodes, like, well, this is going to be terrible, like right from the jump. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're just getting on the microphone and just trying to figure out where, what we want to do. Then once we got to that point, it's like, okay, now we got to keep practicing at it, got to keep doing it, because if you don't keep doing it, then, then you just don't get better at it.
Right.
I mean, if you don't get better at anything if you don't do it.
Exactly. You
Yeah,
just gotta just hit the mind to it, do your studying, and just figure out what works and what not works, what to do, what not to do. That's in everything. That's just in part of life. Because when you learn something from it, even from an older age as well, like you will build that.
Yeah.
You can build off of it just learning from that one experience.
Well, let me ask you this. Was there anybody that you felt was hard to work with?
But yo fat ass.
Well, we never got there. We established that.
Yeah, that's right.
See, that's the thing. Like, everybody wants to work with me, from PRW to JICW to EPW, from even like at freelance. Like, I just started training with freelance not too long ago, and people just like, oh, I know you. I really want to work you, and it's everything. So, not really. I had not experienced somebody that I didn't have a hard time with, because everybody come up to me, even they 1 year in or 10 years in, they come with me with a much of respect. And
that's
so
cool.
Lately, nobody. So I have never came across that, and I hope I don't come across that.
Right,
but
right.
I'll be ready just in case, because if it does, I'm still going to treat it with the utmost respect and utmost professionalism I can.
Yeah, Mad Dog Jack, we're thinking of you.
Hey,
If he splashes you that one time, it's just like, oh, this is the worst.
I'm not worried about it. I had worse. I definitely had worse feelings, but I don't think I could be feeling what Mad Dog Jack would do.
Yeah, that's like a super callous gut there.
That should be a finish.
Right. Ooh. Mad Dog Jack, something to think about.
Okay, well, that wasn't. That's what I get for bringing his name up. But that was
Oh,
on me.
man. Good stuff. Yeah, I feel like I got lucky in that aspect, too, where I was always involved with a good group of guys in the locker room where there really wasn't a lot of BS there, so it did seem like anybody you could work with was going to actually be pretty decent to work with. I'm talking about PRW. I mean, that was a good locker room guys there. I got lucky enough with CWA, another group of guys that were pretty good to get along with, and really no bullshit there, so almost anybody you worked with there was also pretty decent to work with.
I wish I had a chance to wrestle at CWA. I wish like watching the episodes and the production, I'm like, man, this looks good. Not saying some of the wrestlers, not you, but some of the wrestlers need some more work. But hey, if his character's working, then shoot, your work don't have to worry about much. You got the character like DLC. No offense to him, I love him to death, but time and age caught up to him. So the bumping and all that probably not there, but his character's still there. That's why people still come see him. That's why people love him so much and everything. And
Well, I feel like misbehaving helps with that.
that too. Big shout out to Big Haven. I miss y'all
Misbehaving,
so much.
you got it.
Wait, is that the woman you clothesline and knocked her
Scoop
out
slammed?
of her scoot? Yeah, and knocked her out of her shoes.
Yeah, in Chicago Heights, yeah. That's the show where me and Jay almost got jumped afterwards.
Oh, you mean just you, because you claimed
Well,
that
yeah, because he kept walking like a fucking dickhead.
yeah.
I just looked over like, oh, okay, and I just, all right, guys, what do you want to do?
I don't know how, but her name keeps coming up, and every time her name pops up, the first thing I think of is somehow getting knocked out of her shoes. I can't remember exactly how it happened, but somehow her shoes just went flying.
Yeah.
And people got mad.
Oh, yeah, there was some mad people in that fucking audience from that moment. Yeah, absolutely. Fucking Mad Dog Jack and Crazy Scott were both there for that, and, it was a good time. No, but those are great people, though. Obviously, like, their characters are definitely still working and still getting over everywhere they go.
Exactly.
Yeah, just
so
like
they're doing something right in that aspect for sure.
Yeah, just like the extended version of you racist piece of shit.
You're just lucky you sound white.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey, don't test me, motherfucker.
Scrutch is like, well, maybe that's not a gimmick, huh?
Don't you test me, motherfucker. I'll jump over this table.
Jumping
man.
over a white thing.
Hey,
there
man,
you go.
I ain't gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
Ching ching.
He pulled it off. He pulled it all together.
Think I'm gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
What do you got coming up that's interesting, man? Anything?
Well, I don't know when. Like you said, I don't know when this dropped, but March 16th, I got Elite Pro Wrestling.
Oh no.
We'll be well past that. Yeah,
let's say more like April.
Well, we got a show coming up, and I'm glad you brought that up. PRW got something in April. I'm not sure what date, but I ain't trying to spoil nothing. But me and Coulter, we're gonna go at it. We're finna have a Asylum Games match.
Ooh.
And this is probably gonna be the end of our rivalry because we've been in a rivalry for like since the beginning, since we first started.
Oh, I know you guys were when I first came there too, and throughout my time there. So yeah,
I started out me and him face each other 1-on-1, then tags, and then 6-man tags, and then we back to 1-on-1, and then we've been wrestling everywhere. So I'm like the chemistry we got, me and him, I was like, it's unbelievable. I can't wait to like have this Asylum match. It's like we've been talking like crazy, like, man, what can we do? What do you want to do? And it's like we already established it, and I ain't gonna go into more details, but when the time has happened, everybody gonna be excited about it.
I can honestly say I have seen you guys wrestle each other a couple times. They were always good matches. I'm not gonna lie, there was one match, and I told you this backstage to your face. There was one match where it seemed like you guys drug out the ending a little too much. And you know damn good and well I did have this conversation with you. You were a little mad at me for even saying anything because I was still rather new there, but I'm like, come on, man.
It wasn't my fault. I wasn't trying
and that's honestly what he said, even when I said this to him backstage right after. He's like, it's not my fault.
Who else but the keg?
No, but I was really hoping that you remembered that conversation. As soon as I said it, I seen it clicked. So I was like, yeah, he remembers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't help but to just, help people remember the bad times or even the times that ended up being not what they expected, but not being their fault either.
Well, again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like the times that you told me, just like, hey, man, why don't you take the radiator cap off and just slide a whole new car right underneath it?
That's sound advice right there. Sound advice. But, again, you've mentioned this several times. I live my gimmick. It's not a gimmick. I live it.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, so.
He's a piece of shit.
So, Scrutch, you're welcome.
No problem.
That's the sad part is even before even before we started recording, we had already recorded one episode today, and I have probably called him a piece of shit 4 or 5 times before we even started.
I'm not
recording.
surprised.
Yes, not at all.
He's worked with me, not in the ring, but he's seen my ethic.
Ooh, what was I used to say? Not a heel in character, a heel in real life.
I feel like he knew this before this interview happened. So
very, very much so. But nobody was able to, round it out in the nice phrase. The way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
That's probably your 10th time today.
Yeah.
Well,
we got another recording after this. So it's
another
gonna
interview.
It's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. It's
you
going to
average
get
at
worse.
least a piece of shit like 5 times a day. At least 5.
Well, the days I talk to him, anyways.
Very much so. Thank God I don't have to talk to him on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. How many times have I said I fucking hate you? Oh,
today?
I feel like just in this
Or
episode,
all together.
I feel like in this episode I've said it at least 3 times.
Yeah.
Just in this episode alone, I feel like I've said it 3 times. I could be wrong about that.
So, Who would you like to face? We're fucking moving on.
Man, it's a long list. Like I did a list. I put it on my Facebook a few times. I already checked off the list with like the likes of Sam Knight, James Ellsworth. I already got in the ring with him.
I remember doing the show with him.
Wrestling matches.
He was actually a really cool dude.
That's good.
So right now, like bucket list.
Yeah.
This guy, he a basketball player like me, but he'll wrestle too. Darius Latrell, the One Man Dynasty.
Oh,
He's
okay.
very
Sounds
big.
familiar.
He's very big, tall, but he's very athletic. And I was like, man, I would love to have a match with him, man. He already know that. And Shaq Jordan, that kid is great, bro. Like
I have definitely heard of him. I don't think I've seen any of his stuff, but I've been hearing things about him.
Oh my God, he is amazing. I saw a match. It was Wild Man's Beast's last match at Square Circle with Megastars, and I was able to catch Shaq's match. Because I forgot the guy's name, but it was like, man, he was like very, like, he was. It's like words can't describe it. Like, I hate the fact that he was on Botchamania because he had kicked the light at Rocket Pro.
I did see that. I did see that.
Was that the Portage show?
No.
That
This is another. No.
Because
This
somebody
one-
kicked the light at that show too.
Yeah. That was the very first match of the night too.
Yes,
Yeah. No, this was a different company he's talking about. I wasn't personally there. I seen it in Botchamania. That's so. As soon as you said that,
I like, and I saw it. I'm like, dude, you got on, and he put it on his own Facebook. Like, I made it to Botchamania. Like, it's not a. It's
So
like
he called himself out.
Yeah, so it's not like the proudest moment, but
But it's still more respectful when you call yourself out.
It's still a good moment because you on Botchamania and now you said all these eyes seeing you. But again, Shaq Jordan is one of the up and coming like independent stars I've seen. I still haven't got this yet, but I do want a 1-on-1 with DJ.
Oh yeah. That would be a good match, and I really am surprised it never happened.
We
At
had
least not that I had seen.
We had tag
team.
matches.
Yeah, I'm talking 1-on-1.
We had tag matches.
I did see
battle
the tag.
royals.
Yeah,
we
I
had that,
seen
but
the tag matches.
We never had a 1-on-1, and it's crazy that me and her, we had this great storyline in 2019. I think it was 2019 or 2018. I think it's 2019. And
Was that when she had the belt, or
yeah, she had the 24/7 belt. I took it from her.
Yeah.
Then her husband came.
Can't wait to get her in here.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're
still
still working on that one.
it.
Yep.
She gonna be here. I'll make sure that. Behind wrestling, that's my best friend. We've been knowing each other for 25 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
cool.
No, see
reason
that.
why-
This I did know. Yeah, I
So
did.
this
know.
is
Yeah, that's like me and this fucking piece of shit. I don't think it's quite 20.
Oh no! You call her a piece of shit. She always call me a bitch every time. That's all in love though.
Yeah.
But we never had that. I never had that 1-on-1 yet. It's bound to happen. We had, like I said, I'll try to say that storyline we had. It was so believable. We had other wrestlers thought I was messing around with her sister. For real, like they legit was like, "Is Scrutch messing around with your sister?" Like it worked. Like you got wrestlers really thinking that, bro.
And I hope you left them thinking, I don't know.
I'll keep that in their mind from right now. But but
You should have kept that mystery, bro.
it's established. It's established. It was a fun storyline that me and her did. With her ex-husband now, and then with her sister. It was great. It's on YouTube. Just look up Scrutch versus DJ and look at that playlist. And
Oh my
God.
From top to bottom, it was great. We even did a promo. It was like a little skit. DJ was going to the shower, but the door was locked. So the door was like, well, I can't get in my shower. And I opened up the door and it was me. And she's like, what you doing in my bathroom? I'm like, man, I went out and worked out. I had to take me a shower. You know? And then, like, I said this line. It was very funny. Like, hey, by the way, the hot water might be out. So just give you the heads up. And then when I walk to the room, you'll see her sister just waving.
Oh, man. That's like, oh, my God. That's like attitude era shit right
my
there.
God, I swear, people was loving it. Everybody was loving that. And
That's good. That's good. Yeah, definitely before my
God.
time there for sure.
That's got to be just an explanation of a promo, one of the funniest things that I've ever heard.
Dude, I'm
wanna
gonna go
see it.
look at this now because I
for
want to
sure.
check this out. 'cause,
Check it out. It's on,
like the
it's
whole
on
thing
YouTube.
just sounds great, and
God, this
I
sounds
could
so
just see
funny.
the angle. Just as soon as you said, had her convinced I was sleeping with her sister, I knew already. This is gonna be bad. Like this feud is about to blow the fuck up.
I'll say by far that's my best storyline so far in my career.
It sounds entertaining, nonetheless.
Yeah. So, but now it's like when that one-on-one happened, it'll come full circle, and hopefully it does happen. And you never know, I might turn heel.
Oh, is this a prelude?
Oh, hope.
You never know.
Well,
Scrutch remix.
well, hopefully it happens more locally because, I ain't trying to drive to upstate fucking Wisconsin again. That was a rough drive.
No offense.
I mean, it was fun. I ain't gonna lie. It was the trip was fun. The trip was the reason why we started this fucking podcast.
Yes. Well, upon many before, but yes.
Yes, but it was the real, like, dude, like the whole drive. We
It
just kept,
solidified it. Yeah.
like we just kept like discussing. It's just like, well, we got all of these hours to fucking get all the way to fucking upstate Wisconsin, and then next thing you know, like we get there, I'm already tired as shit, but still having fun. And then we had talked about this with Mad Dog. Because the one guy with the one lung that had the had the oxygen, it's like nobody knew that this dude was just gonna start like being well, anyway, long story short, go listen to that podcast, whichever the fucking one that was. But I'm not trying to drive that far because neither one of my cars at the moment is gonna make it that far.
That's why you got to get a rental. I hate. That's the thing about
Put
it.
the miles on somebody else's shit.
Yeah, it ain't no shit, dude. Like we might have to fucking work something like that out for real.
I'd be down. I'd go back out there and watch the
'cause
show.
I'm the only one with the license and fucking insurance, so sure as shit ain't happening with you.
Well, now that you announced it.
Well, by the time this episode comes out, you might actually not have your license.
You never know.
That's true.
I am the douche for a reason.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You are.
And which is why on the shirt I am the only one with an appendage.
Oh my god.
Look, I mean, it's even like right there.
Yeah, well, if there's a tap on top inside your top hat, well, nobody's gonna know because they won't see it. But nice mustache though.
Well, I would assume there's a tap there. I'm a fucking keg.
Still, it's a small tap.
It looked like
As long as it gets the job done.
it looked like the Pringle guy in the keg had a baby.
Right?
They did.
Yes. I actually said the same fucking thing.
Which is the
I
reason
really
why
did.
I love it. Which is honestly,
I wasn't mad about it. I was like, hey, all right, that's what that would look like.
Oh God! You know what? We're about to pick up our new round of shirts. Actually, I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because we've already had I've already had 3 people pay for shirts and they're waiting for them. But yeah, I'm gonna go pick them up tomorrow. I'm actually looking forward to this.
I am too.
Did you ever get Mad Dog Jack's money?
No,
Nope.
of course not.
Didn't think so.
Mad
Well,
Dog
let me
Jack.
know when y'all got an extra large available. I'll grab one.
I might have a extra large.
There you go. So we heard the list of people you would like to face. I really am interested in who do you not want to face?
Yo, fat ass.
Well, medically, he's cleared from that.
Oh,
You're a fucking douche.
That's what I'm here for.
I mean, right now, I'm not really sure. Like, I'll wrestle anybody. So, like, I'm not saying, I don't want to face him and all of that. It's more of like,
I got a question. Would you wrestle Butterbean?
Ooh, well, that's
For
kind
the
of an
right price,
unfair
I would.
question at this point.
See, now that was a good answer.
Okay.
For the right price.
But
Butterbean is a boxer. How you gonna wrestle a
well,
boxer?
he was affiliated with WWE at one point. He did some wrestling.
I mean,
boxing.
Well, yeah,
I
that's true.
grew-
That's
I-
fucking
I-
true.
I'm 36. I know. I watched the Attitude Era, and all he did was box.
Yeah, he did. He did.
yeah, very much so. But
Well, you had a point. I was just trying to,
I know my wrestling history, man. I mean, I'll be giving out people WrestleMania trivias and stuff like that.
I would have phrased the question Butterbean in his prime, because Butterbean now, he's better, a little bit better than he was, but like I just seen the whole thing on him where he was going through the DDP yoga thing, and like honestly, he was all kinds of fucked up, man, and DDP did help him.
No, I forgot about the DDP yoga, not about.
Oh yeah.
Well, the reason why I thought about that because I was thinking about Rocky and Clubber Lang.
Right? Oh,
was it? No, it wasn't Clubber Lang. No, it was. What was Hulk Hogan's character?
Thunderlips.
Thunderlips.
Yeah.
Thunderlips. Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, okay.
That's what made me think that.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like either way.
Yeah, I mean,
Butterbean in his prime would have been a better way to ask that question. That's what I'm saying. And Butterbean was always a beast to begin with.
I mean, I'll get in the ring with anybody. Like I said, it's not. It's like when I went to this one show in Detroit, their last show, they just rebranded to Supreme Championship Wrestling. And they invited me, and I was like, all these wrestlers I see, I'm like, ooh, I would love to get in the ring with him. I love to get in the ring with him. And then it's this one dude, I really want to get in the ring with him. Can I say the N-word?
yeah.
He called himself the nigga taker.
Well, if it's part of the name, then why you got to ask?
Like, right.
But no, really he called himself the soul taker. But when he introduced himself, he called him nigga taker. I'm like, wait a minute. I heard of you.
Hey, and for the record, this is the dumbest podcast on your desk. You can fucking say whatever the fuck you want.
I just want to make sure.
Well, the first 15 to 20 minutes of the first John Wayne Gacy episode, the word "cum" was said about 20 times. So you can say whatever the fuck you want on this goddamn
I want to
podcast.
make sure it's all good.
Yeah.
It's like,
but when he,
Not gonna hurt my feelings.
I will say one thing. I will definitely say this to fucking white people coming in here is like I'll deal with the white person saying nigga, but I will not deal with the white person saying nigger in my fucking goddamn podcast.
There is a fucking difference, to be honest. There really is a difference.
Yes, but other than that, that is the only one word in this fucking studio you can't fucking say. I mean, you can say fucking.
When you get deep,
I mean, he probably gonna not want anybody to say spick, but that's probably still
No,
gonna happen
honestly,
anyway.
that's not going to bother me in the least. We already know I'm a horrible Mexican.
We talked about that earlier
but
too.
when you get DJ, just know she will say nigga because she's a nigga. For real.
Yep.
She just looked like him. So don't let the skin fool you.
No, absolutely. It did kind of throw me off initially when I first came to PRW and I had met her for the first time. And I'm like, oh man, she's got a nice tan. You know, she's like, really? And I'm like, what? Like, and keep in mind, I'm wearing my fucking shit with the Confederate flag and shit. So they're just like, and I'm just like, no, bro, it actually ain't like this. Because for me, Confederate flag doesn't stand for racism. In my mind.
Nobody really cares about what you think about what the Confederate flag stands for. So,
anyways, it was still fucking funny though because of the whole scenario.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I was shutting that down.
Fucking douche.
Is there a possible location for this April match, April show?
The possible location is local.
Oh, okay, that's a plus.
We're looking at it might be in Chicago, it might be in Linwood.
That's not bad.
So we aiming for those like potential spots right now.
Okay,
but it's in April, so
either way, you're gonna have to let me know because I'm gonna have to make it, man. It's been a while since I've seen everybody together, anyways.
Hey, doors.
I mean, I've been
open.
seeing them bits and pieces here recently, but
Doors always open. We might fuck around and get practice tomorrow because this
there you
weather
go.
is crazy.
yeah, it's actually nice out there right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we might fuck around and have some practice.
yeah, we're stuck in this fucking podcast studio.
For one more day of a nice weather.
Yep.
Because last time it was real nice out, we
Yep.
were in here.
Yeah. Instead of spending time outside, we're bonding as a podcast family. That was awful.
I was absolutely gonna say, you are a terrible black man.
No, I'm not. I'm not a black man. I'm a black man.
I stand by what I said.
Yeah, I know you do.
Oh boy.
But I'm still smoking them Black and Mouse. No, I don't fuck with Newport stuff. That's the one thing about being black is that I will never stand up to is I do not smoke menthol. Whenever I smoke cigarettes, the only time that I smoked menthol was every now and again when I was drunk. Other than that, dude, I would get so fucking nauseous smoking fucking menthol. It didn't matter what it was. Camel menthol, Marlboro menthol, Newports, Salem's, like all Cools, all of them made me nauseous.
My auntie used to smoke Salem's, and I feel like that was the worst cigarettes ever.
Oh God!
So let me just say, that is one stereotype down. Do you like purple drink?
No, I like grape.
It's the same difference.
No,
thank you.
It's not.
Fucking thank you.
No, it's not.
Holy
It's
shit.
almost the
Last
same.
time I said
Look,
it's the same thing they
Purple-
told me
purple
I was a racist bastard.
Purple is a color. Grape can be either purple or it can be green.
Okay.
Yes,
And the bottom line is,
grape.
If you think of grape, are you automatically gonna think green?
No, no. But when I see purple, I'm not thinking that it's going to be grape unless it says grape. Yeah. So, okay. Here's a good example. Those fucking purple grenades. They don't taste like grape. They taste like purple. See, you had to think about that because it's kind of true. It doesn't taste like grape. They taste like purple. So
I ain't know
no.
purple. Yeah, purple do have a taste like orange have a taste.
Yes. Yes. Very much so.
okay, all right.
Which is really weird to say, but you know what? I will stand by that. And
Oh my God.
Well, I'm going to say, I guess that might be a tie on the stereotypes for you. Where do you stand on watermelon?
I mean,
It's watermelon.
Watermelon man.
C or seedless?
Oh, now that's the true question.
Okay, seeds when I'm eating it normally. Seedless when you put liquor in it.
Oh, okay.
I like
that's
that.
fair ass answer. I
Yeah,
like
I like
it.
that.
I fucking like it. You know what?
Yes,
give it to
very,
you.
very much so. Because I don't give a damn about them seeds when I'm eating it. I'll fucking spit that shit out as I'm fucking eating it. But when there's fucking liquor in it, I ain't trying to spit out no seeds.
You just want that
fuck
fucking liquid. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, like, or I just
see
want,
it.
or I just
Yeah.
want to like eat the liquor, the rum, and the, not vodka, but rum or tequila as I'm eating. You know.
Yeah.
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 It's funny that vodka was my very first like hard drink, and I was 14, and I would never forget it. God rest his soul. My homie Lloyd, he the one gave me the first drink.
Man,
It was a green apple vodka. I would never forget it.
And that shit tastes so smooth and it hits you so hard.
That's the problem. That's why it was so good, because it was so smooth.
That
Like,
shit
you
is
should
good.
take-
Green apple, 99 apples. Was it 99
I
apples?
don't remember. I know it's green label though. It was a green label,
I think it was
I
99
feel like it
apples.
was
Yeah.
99 apples.
but I just know it was delicious, and I was drunk.
You
had to
don't
go-
even realize how much you're really drinking because of how smooth and delicious. Because it was a crisp fucking taste to
Yes,
it
it
too.
was.
Yes.
And it's crazy. Like when I was feeling it, I'm like, this is my first time actually feeling it. Cause like I drunk stuff. I had the wine coolers and all that, but I was young. But we was, mid 2000s. We did everything, And then when I finally got that first hard liquor, I was like 14, 15. I'm lucky enough my grandmother was asleep, and I knew how to walk a little bit.
Right.
As soon as I hit that bed, I was spinning. Everything was going. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's when you know you are fucked up.
Yes, very much so. Like you're just laying there in the bed, your eyes closed, and you can just feel the room just spinning, just spinning around you. Now it's worse when it feels like it's 3D spinning. Where you feel it spinning from left to right, then all of a sudden you can just feel the room just like spinning in the three. Yeah, in the three.
It's almost like just a tilt with the spin.
Yeah, it's like a tilt. It's like the tilt-a-whirl, but then the tilt-a-whirl is like flipping upside down at the same time, and then just I've had that feeling.
That was the first time I drunk dark.
Was it E&J or was it Parmesan?
It was E&J.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
It was E&J. And I was like, whoa, I'm not gonna drink this again. But then I drank Hennessy and stuff and Douce, and I was like, you know what, this is a little more better because now it got the twists and then the turns and
I'm not a fan of Douce. I had Douce.
You have your right. You have your right for not being a fan.
Well, okay.
I will say it is pretty rough.
Well,
Yeah.
I've only had it once so far
Oh,
because like I
I've had it
went
a few
like I went from Parmesan and what did I say, E&J to eventually moving up to Hennessy, but then after the Hennessy, I completely bypassed the whole Douce and everything in between and went straight to Remy. So now I went from Remy to trying to drink Douce, and it's like this Douce is not what I thought it was gonna be.
It's just a bottle.
Pretty much.
It's just a fancy bottle, but it is delicious. All depends on what you got to take it with. That's all.
Well, I usually just go straight. So yeah, just drinking Douce straight is no. It's absolutely not. No.
Well, you might have to rethink that strategy.
Well, I didn't buy it. The first time I had Douce, I didn't buy it. One of my cousins did.
Well.
It was around the death. So
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
Actually-
it was free booze. So it was like, yeah, I'll drink that Douce. And I was like, what was that?
But you got to finish that cup though. Like I'm not gonna be no bitch.
yeah. I went and got some ice, and that shit helped me out a lot.
Oh, I bet.
Full
I bet
fucking
it
show,
did.
it helped me out a lot.
Yeah, actually, I think that's exactly. If that's the same time that I'm thinking of the same day, that's probably why you had our one buddy take me home.
No, that wasn't Douce.
No?
No.
Okay.
You. Dude,
No, I'm talking about at your mom's thing here
Oh.
that day.
Oh well, dude, that was because I was hungover from the night
Yeah,
before, and I'd been drinking all day before the funeral started. So yeah, I was pretty fucked up by the end of everything.
I just thought maybe that was that same day that you were referring to. That's why.
Did I don't know if I drank Douce that day, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I.
You
Okay,
forgot the goddamn conversation.
all right, moving on.
Ah, man. So it was good to have you in studio with us today, man.
Likewise.
Hopefully, maybe we can do this again.
Oh, definitely. This is definitely fun. The vibes is very good. You know, we don't have to talk about wrestling all the time. We can talk about anything.
Oh man, you
Yeah,
see,
I'm
we
saying.
get off track so much. It's like we're talking about 10 things
I
anyways.
swear we went
It's not
from
here- it's
my
not
bucket
here
list to alcohol.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, don't drink, kids. We've said it a lot.
We've
but,
done a whole episode about it.
not necessarily.
In a sense.
Yeah.
It's still an addiction. So yes, we have.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Which is funny. Have you done that on this podcast yet?
Yeah, I think I did.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was early on. Yeah.
That'd be pretty fucked up if I was the first one that did it in fucking 30, 40, fucking whatever fucking episodes we're at right now.
That would be messed up. But no, yeah, I definitely have. It was early on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, by the way,
man.
that was also another buddy of ours that did that one. Hit the
You
wrong one.
just
God.
hit the fucking button a second, a couple of. All right. Well,
Why are
like
you
we-
surprised? Why?
oh God. Now I'm just happy that you folks out there can actually hear what I got to deal with every time we record
Pretty
a podcast.
sure some of them know.
Oh, dude, as much.
wait till y'all get y'all video up.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be.
I can't wait to
awful.
see like the reels with the
Just the
captions.
Stupid. Yeah.
As soon as you
Oh,
say something
God.
stupid, it's gonna be in red.
Yep. We gotta
like-
make it pop so people see. Oh, yeah, he did say that. Okay, he's stupid as
Yeah,
fuck.
and like in fiery red flames with an arrow
Yeah.
that's going
Pointing
this
this
stupid
fucking
piece
ass."
of shit.
Dude, I like yours better. We'll go with that one.
How many times have I called you a piece of shit?
I know,
today?
that's
And-
the- yeah.
Well, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all.
I should just put that on like your own list.
been with your ratchet.
Wow. Turn to my soundboard against me. I see what you're doing there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's not working.
Oh, yeah, I know. I just see what you did.
Yep.
Guess what? That's stupid, but not that stupid.
Really? Yeah. Now what did I do?
Press the wrong button.
No, it
He
was
did.
the right button.
He absolutely did.
No, that was the right button.
No, it wasn't.
How the fuck you gonna tell me what was the right button or not?
Again, Scrutch, been great. I want to have you back on. And I'm telling you this. If you can get DJ in here for us, we're going to have you right in here with that whole ordeal as well as still having you back by yourself.
We'll be making it happen. We'll make it
Yes,
happen. Me
absolutely.
and
We got
DJ, then
to.
DJ by himself, then me. You never know. I might bring my girl, Baby Disaster,
There you go.
the sister.
Oh, wait. Okay, no, we're gonna have to talk about this off mic because now I'm confused.
And we talked about it on mic. That's even more fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Okay.
told you the storyline.
Yeah, it was a great story.
You told me the storyline, but you might not remember how you told it to me.
Okay, well, either way.
All right.
We talked about it on mic. So there you
Jesus Christ. All right. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I am Manny McDoucherson.
go. I'm Clayton Cagg.
No, he's a piece of shit.
And this was Jon Scrutch.
Thank you for coming to the podcast, man.
man.
It was great. It was great having you here.
Appreciate you, man. Follow on social media, Jon Scrutch throughout Twitch, all that.
Twitch, Twitter,
It's not Twitter.
It's X. Bitch.
Twitch,
It's an X.
Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. I assume.
Instagram, Facebook, everything. So follow me on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I post up all my matches on YouTube. So go ahead, subscribe. And yeah, go hard or go home.
Hell yeah. Like and subscribe all of his socials. And you can like and subscribe us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast Index, Listen Notes, Pandora. There used to be a strip club around here named Pandora. Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Audible, and
Sirius XM Radio.
All right, holla at your boys at YourStoriesDPOYD@gmail.com. All right.
We out.